Hello and welcome to this workout. We're gonna get started right away with a little warm-up. So as we do the warm-up, I'll just talk you through what we're gonna be doing. All right, so let's just roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Going as low as you can, just feel that stretch and then slowly just come right back up. We're not gonna stay down there. We're gonna keep moving through this warm-up stretch, and now we're going to go back down again, and as low as you can go to just feel that nice little stretch in the back of the legs. When you come up, round those shoulders back, bring those hands back behind your lower back, push the hips forward, look back, chest up, shoulders back, and slowly come up. We're going back down again. Now this time our hands are going to come straight up to the ceiling when we come up. So we're rolling back up. Hands are going to come up. Hips are still coming forward. Hands are going back. You're going to look back behind you. Chest up to the sky or that ceiling. Small breath here. And slowly coming out. Now let's bring those hands. Reach them up to the ceiling, and then we're going to go over, up and over. And you know that side hip is going to go out to the other side a little bit for a deeper stretch, but we want to focus more on going up and over, not just over, like sideways like this. Up and over, and back to the center, and up and over to the other side. Breathe here. All right, we'll come back to the center, and now we're just going to flow through those side to side, trying to stay long, creating space throughout that spine, standing up a little bit taller. One more each direction. All right, we can let those hands go. And now we're gonna do an upper body twist. So we wanna keep those hips as forward as we can. Arms up, and we twist, trying to look further behind us each time. And if this one makes you dizzy, you can slow it down as slow as you need to go here. Good, getting some movement in that spine. All right, back to center. And now we're gonna bring our hands up high. We're gonna stand forward so I don't hit that wall. And we're gonna high five, high five. Can we high five? Our hands in the back, staying high. So don't let those hands come down here. Keep them high, even if that means we cannot high five in the back. Breathe here. And break. Now we're gonna do a shoulder opener. So your arms are gonna just go through that swinging motion, just flowing through it here. Breathing. And today's workout, we're going to be doing full body, and it's going to be short, and it's going to be pretty intense. Let those arms go. Now let's do shoulder circles forward. But the great news is we're not going to repeat any move twice and reverse. So you don't have to dread doing one exercise again because it's one and done. So that's great news to me. Hope it's great news to you. All right. One more circle. Now we're going to do a couple shrugs. So tense up, feel that tension, let it all go. Tense up and let it go. Now look down, and let's just bring the head to one shoulder and then the other shoulder. All right. Now, if you have a wall or a chair, hold on to that now. And we're going to do front and back leg swings. So we want to keep our upper body straight here and our knee as straight as can be. You want to feel a hip opening on the back. So we're not just trying to get height in the front. We're trying to go as far back as we can too. Couple more. Last one. And other side. So hold on to that wall, just so we're stable as we do these swings, so we can focus on the swing and not worrying about if we're gonna fall. All right, couple more here. Let's go. 1, 2, break. And now we're gonna open the legs a little bit wider than shoulder width. Hands are gonna come up by the ears. Try to keep them up the entire time. And let's squat it down. Meet me here, squat, squeeze that butt, squat, squeeze, and follow through. Keep squeezing even at the top. Let's make every movement count because we're only doing one exercise one time. So let's get the most out of this. Plus, this is a short workout. Breathe and squeeze. Remember, keep those arms up by those ears. And we're going for 5 more here. Ready? And how low can we go? 1, 2, pushing through the heels, nice and even. Pushing equally on each side. 3, 4, this is it. 5, nice. All right, so we're gonna go to the end of our mat now, and we're gonna roll down and do a push-up. And then we're gonna walk our body back up. Now you can either go on your knees for the push-up or do a regular push-up. So let's go for it in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's roll down and walk it out and push up and walk it back. So you can go at your own pace here. If you're slower or quicker, it doesn't matter. What matters is your form. That's all I care about is form. All right. So round those shoulders back at the top. Keep on breathing. Feel that stretch. Walk it out. Come onto the knees and push it up. Pop back up. So if you're going onto the knees, just try to think about when you come back up from the knees, get into a plank position first before you walk up. So you want your butt low when you're coming back up. And we are almost done here. So the first push-up, they're always the hardest. Our muscles are like, what are we doing? I didn't sign up for this. I didn't want to do this. So just know it'll get easier, even though we will get more tired. These muscles are just warming up. And pop up. Walk it back up. So working out, it's not about being perfect. It's not about competing with people. It's about progression, getting better every time, feeling better every time. And not every day will be the same. So one day you might feel like you did a lot more than you did yesterday. And then the next day you might feel like you could only do so-and-so, which is a little less, and that's okay. Our body fluctuates. Sometimes we're more tired, sometimes we have more energy. Let's take a break here, breathe. If you need a small sip of water, grab that now. And next, we're gonna do a little bit of cardio. So just cardio, no strength here. We're gonna do a jumping jack. So either you're gonna step out, 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 to the side, or regular jumping jacks. Ready? Let's go. So you could step out, 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 or regular jumping jacks. And you could go from jumping jacks to the step out jumping jacks, whatever works for you today. As long as you keep moving, and if you do take a break, you come back and finish strong. Almost there. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Nice work. All right. So we're going to take it down to the floor now. So let's lie down on our mat. And we'll have our feet pretty close to our butt, shoulder width apart, hands down, pushing off the floor. And we're just gonna roll our butt up, squeeze the glutes, and then come down vertebrae by vertebrae here. And then push through those heels, squeeze that butt. We're not trying to arch, we're just tucking that tailbone and squeeze it. And slowly come back down vertebrae by vertebrae. And lift the glutes, lift those hips, squeeze that butt. We're warming up the butt for all the fun work we're gonna do. And lift, squeeze, slowly come down. Really focus on rolling that back down vertebrae by vertebrae. Push through the heels, squeeze the butt on your own at the top, roll it down. This is our last one. We're gonna bring it up to the top and we're gonna hold it here. So let's hold, really squeeze. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it back down. Awesome. Okay, so let's have one leg come out. Bring the other knee in for a little stretch. And switch legs. Other knee in as far as you can bring it. All right, so now we're gonna turn over for a plank. So you could start when I start, just follow along with. Let's get into our plank position, a low plank here. And if you can't do a regular plank, come onto the knees and do a plank right here, okay? So let's go for it. So let's think about tailbone tucked and shoulders are relaxed. Our back, our lower back isn't sinking, and we're squeezing our core so much to protect that lower back. You want to think of the belly button coming in and up towards that spine. And again, coming down to the knees, that is perfectly fine as long as you're squeezing. You will be getting something out of this. And you could always try popping up and coming down for a rest and then popping back up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a break. Let's bring our hands up, our elbows up a little more forward. And now try to get your rib cage down to the mat and open up your chest. And now take some deep breaths in. Can you sink that rib cage a little bit lower, deeper into that mat? All right, great. We'll sit back into child pose. And now we're gonna stand up. So we're gonna balance on one leg here. If you need something to hold on to, grab a chair. And now we're gonna soften that left knee. And now I'm just gonna raise that leg as high as I can. Meet me here, you guys. We're keeping those toes pointed forward. They're not pointing up towards the ceiling. Squeeze this glute. This leg is slightly bent, that standing leg. And that standing glute is activated as well. It's pushed back like 1 inch. Lifting as high as we can. And now if we could keep all the weight on this leg and never touch the floor with this moving leg, let's do it. We only have 3 more. Here we go. And 1. And 2. Last one here. And 3. Break. Awesome work. Let's go right on to the next side. Soften this knee. Push that hip back. And find your balance. Squeeze the core. Hold on to something if you need it. And let's lift. Try not to sway to one side. Lift with me here. If you have to touch the floor every time you come down, do it. Whatever works for you, wherever you're at today. We could always modify. As long as you focus and you keep going and we fight for this workout because it's really for you. We're fighting for ourselves here. Good. Squeeze those glutes. I'm feeling it. I hope you're feeling it at home. All right, we are almost done with this one. And less than 10 seconds. With proper form, how many more can we get in? And break. Nice work, you guys. Shake it out. So we're gonna go onto the floor. This one's gonna look a little funny. We're gonna be on all fours, and we're just gonna bend those elbows straight back towards our knee and up. All the weight is gonna be in the upper body. Ready? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and down, up. Again, all the weight is in the upper body, in those arms. And elbows go straight back, not out to the sides. So it looks silly, it may look like we're doing nothing, but your triceps, if they don't feel it already, will start to feel it. Just that upper body working. Everything else is relaxed. Oh yeah, triceps. Okay, we have about 15 more seconds here. Do what you can, keeping that proper form. And breathing. Almost done with the whole workout already. And let's break. Nice work. So we're gonna stay on all fours for this next one. All right, so let's bring the knees together, and the leg, our right leg is gonna come out. It's gonna come up and down to the floor. We don't wanna arch the back here, so we're just bringing that leg as high as we can without arching and squeezing the butt, and then tap the floor and up. Ready? And let's go. Down and squeeze. Down, squeeze. It's not about how high you get it. It's about how much you're squeezing. You need that tailbone tucked to squeeze that butt. And don't lean too much onto one side. You want to be distributing your weight evenly. So push through that right arm or that left arm, depending on which side, which leg you're doing at home. Try to have that weight distributed evenly. So again, you're not doing that lean. Squeeze that butt on your own, you guys. All right, let's end here at the top. And now again, tailbone's tucked. We're not gonna arch. We're just gonna go up and back to where we started. Let's go. Lift and back. Lift, lift. Tiny little lifts here. Yes, I'm feeling that burn. Squeeze that glute on your own. That leg that is pointed out there. Let's not waste our time. If we're going through these moves, we might as well give it all we've got. We have about 5 more seconds here. All right, same leg stays out. Now it's gonna come out to the side and straight out, squeeze again and up. Out between the shoulder and the elbow, however high you could get it. And then lift when you straighten as high as you can, again without arching that back. Just tucking that tailbone, squeezing that butt. Good work. This one is almost done. Let's get in about 5 more seconds here. And break. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other side. You don't have to turn around. I'm turning around so I don't hit that wall on the side of me. All right, and if your wrists are sore, give them a little roll out. You could also go in fists here too. All right, so here we are. Bring those knees together, and we're gonna start. That leg comes straight out, point that toe, and we tap down, squeeze the butt at the top. Tap, squeeze, no arching of that lower back, that tailbone, keep going. So I just want to show you that tailbone is scooped under instead of just going like that. Because the more we scoop, the more you can feel it in that glute. Keep on going, up and down. It doesn't work without that scoop. That's the only reason why I'm saying it over and over and over. All right, squeeze. Doesn't matter how high we get that leg. And now let's hold it at the top here. Still engaging that glute, firing it on our own. And lift, back, lift a couple inches, back to normal. Lift, back down just a little bit. Squeeze, squeeze. So it's almost like a little pulse. Stretching that leg out long. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Don't give up on me now. And again, distribute that weight through the hands. We don't want to be leaning on that leg to the side. So maybe push more weight into that arm where that leg is straight and lifting. So that would be my left for me, my left arm, my left leg. All right, now we're going to keep it here and bring it in into between the shoulder and that elbow. Squeeze the core when we do this here. Try to keep the foot up as high as you can. So it's not down here, it's up here. Like a hydrant with an added little oblique squeeze in there. Good. Again, try not to lean too much on that leg that's supporting us. Let's go 5 more seconds. All right, and a break there. Awesome. Let's end with some really nice burpees. So we can do modified burpees or regular burpee, whatever works for you today. So let's begin. We're gonna go. Burpee looks like this, and jump. If you want to go down, step it out, stepping in, go for it. Ready? And let's go. Down, out, in, up, or we jump. Hips come up when we jump. And legs are a little wider than the hands. So just think, even when you walk in, you want your hips up, and up. So if you want to go in between the modification and the real one, go for it, whatever works for you today. So sometimes we'll do a burpee when our chest goes all the way down to the floor, but that's not what we're looking for today. Let's go 10 more seconds here. This is it. Can we get one more in? And break, we did it. All right, let's go through a mini stretch. So let's take it down to the floor. And let's get those legs out wide. Sit up straight. Hands behind your head. Lead with the chest. And we go down. Breathe. That was awesome, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this workout. And if you did, definitely come back for another one tomorrow. Great work. And the good news about this workout, no matter how horrible or great, whatever you're going through at home, lift up and twist other side. No one can ever take this workout away from you. We did this. So when things get tough, just say, at least I powered through, did something for myself, and I completed this workout. All right, let's sit in butterfly and try to push with your elbows to come down there with those knees. Breathe. All right, and we're just gonna cross here, get a little shoulder stretch, and other side. And back behind you. Then with your head, maybe look up, push it a little further back. Deep breath in. And other side. Okay, and last stretch. Let's get back down on the floor and let's walk those shoulders in. Interlock your hands. Get those shoulders as close as they can. And lift up those hips for a nice stretch. And take some deep breaths in. Expand that rib cage. Expand that diaphragm. All right, you could let those shoulders, hands release, and maybe roll up a little bit. Massage that spine. All right, we did it. Great work, you guys. I will see you next time.